guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. We are happy you found us, and if you're back again, thank you. You are appreciated. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm excited about today's video. I'm sorry this did not go up yesterday. We are in the process of selling and buying a home, and everything kind of collapsed yesterday. We lost our buyers. The house didn't work out that we had chose, so it's been a crazy 2 days, but today it's much better, and we are on our way back to selling our house. Good news. Anyway, today's video is all about how to layer lace. And layering lace is something that you can use not only in journals, planners, mixed media, in your home, on pillows, on curtains, on your clothes. If you like lace, then you can do this on clothes. You can do this on anything. And you're gonna die when you see this big pile of lace on my desk. So let's just jump into this video. But right before we do, be sure and hit that subscribe button down below and give that little bell a click. We have a lot more great videos coming to you for the month of April, and you don't want to miss out. Alright guys, can you believe all of this lace? It's all different colors, all different sizes, all different kinds. I'm first going to go through a lot of different ways that you can find lace. I know you can buy it, and you know that, but also think about lace on clothes that you could pull off. Lace as like tablecloths, table runners, napkins, that sort of thing. Also look at lace on curtains, old curtains, or just a curtain of lace. You can use lace from anything like that. And this is like in bride's dresses, maids of honors, those kind of things. So this is an old tablecloth right here, and so it's a huge old lace tablecloth, but it was very stained, so I am using it as lace for my stuff, which is exciting. This is some lace I got in a swap. Most of this I got in a swap, or I bought like a bag like this at an estate sale or garage sale. Not only do I have white lace, green lace, I have like tea stained or beige lace. I have some purple and black lace. I have some pink lace a little bit. So I like to mix I have blue lace. I like to mix all the laces because it makes it interesting when you start layering. And it gives your piece depth to it and just makes it look way better if you can layer different colors. And different shapes, different patterns. You don't want it to all be the same, or it's just going to blend away. Another fun thing to use when you're blending, layering laces is appliques. And of course, because it's all about lace, we're going to use lace appliques today as well. How pretty is that? Now, lace appliques you can again get off old sweaters, old clothes, curtains, tablecloths. You can also buy them at places like Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and any type of bridal store. Other things you can add to layered lace pieces are also like stuff you would use in wedding arrangements and that kind of thing. So we have all sorts of different types of stuff. And again, you can find sometimes if you are in a estate sale, somebody that made wedding dresses or like to craft, you can find stuff like this. That's where I buy all my stuff because it's expensive if you just go to the store and buy it. Okay, so I've been playing around with layering lace because I want to do a wedding journal for the summer. I just am in the mood. I don't know, do you ever do that? Something strikes you and you just want to create it. So what I did was I made this layered lace like little wedding pouch. It could be just inside a journal, as somebody could use it as like a sort of pocket. I'm not actually going to connect it. It's just going to be like, I don't know, almost something for the bride if they bought the journal, if that makes sense. And it's really built on the theory or the idea of a needle book is what it is. It's a lace needle book. But you could definitely use it for a bride in a bridal journal. Like if you're giving the bride something, maybe you're giving her the journal, maybe you're her mom and you want to put some special earrings in here or a necklace, you could definitely attach it in here. And this would be a beautiful way to gift something like that. I feel like lace too, something like this would also be beautiful maybe for grandma or somebody else that loves lace in your life. But what I did to create this was I layered some just padding underneath so it would be soft and I would have something to pin into. And then the top is just a netting, a cheesecloth, okay, is the base. And then I started layering my laces. The base is part of a tablecloth. I don't know if you can see like part of a flower here. So it's a thin old lace tablecloth. And then on that I layered some laces of different colors. This is a natural beige lace that had tiny pearls on it. I layered that there. And then I dyed some with tea to get them darker than the beige. And they came out really good. This is the ones I tea stained right there. And you can see how pretty they came out. And if your lace has shapes in it, like leaves or flowers, definitely cut those out too because you can highlight them. And then the top is some white lace. And on this side is some beige lace. And then inside I covered it with some more of that old... Inside I covered it with another old table runner, as you can see there. And then on this side, it has the same table runner, but I covered it with the different laces. And then in the center, I added just a little bit of a floral ribbon type, just to break it up and give it some interest in the center. And then the closure is just a satin ribbon loop with a pearlized button. So this was super fun to make. It took a little time, and if you don't have a sewing machine, you can definitely glue it. That's no problem. Just get some of my good handy dandy craft bond glue, fabric and paper. Can't beat it, and it does wonderful. Okay, so this is what has inspired this video. I made this and I thought, well, let's do a video about layering. Because I'm still thinking I'm in the mode a wedding journal, I was thinking today I would show you how to layer lace, and we will create a couple of wedding garters in a journal. They could be used, you don't have to, make a garter, the ring. You could use them just as like a bookmark. You could use them as page trim on the edge of your page. So there's a lot of uses for these in journals or planners. You could also use them as a closure, make them bigger. So let's just get to layering. And the way I do this is I kind of put everything, layer it down, and then I change up colors because I want there to be variations on this. I also pulled out just a little bit of my bling ribbon just because I think this is going to need just that pop. And it's always nice, like in this book I did, where I had that little small pop of the floral ribbon, so it's not all lace, you get a little break. Okay, I'm trying to decide, and your lace pieces don't have to be perfect. They can be, whatever size you want. This is a lace scrap, and what I'm going to do is cut it down so it's a little bit smaller, thinner, not shorter, but like not as wide here. So let me get my scissors, and I'm just going to trim this piece down a bit. This is pretty. It's got some flowers in it, and I could definitely cut those out if I wanted to. There is our base piece, at least for now. Like I said, it could change. And I think since it's a bride, we do a lot of old, new, borrowed, and blue. So let's put this blue lace in the center. And I like that because there's the white peeking through, but the blue is now the star. But I don't want to stop there. The thing is to keep going. And this lace is not quite white. It's a little off-white, so I'm going to layer it next because I like the contrast. And then I just want to put a little finishing touch. And I have this lace with hearts on it. I don't know if I have this great lace with hearts on it, and I think that would definitely be pretty on a bridal No, this one's got too much going on. Maybe a plain, let's get a beige piece, but not so busy. Okay, that one's beige, but it's not as busy. And then we're going to come in with the heart and maybe go across the very center. Maybe pull that up a bit. And when you layer lace, you have to have a nice balance. You don't want it to be all one color, all one size. You want to have different textures, different lengths. And then I'm going to attach this heart. So I'm going to pull this down because I won't be able to see it. Okay. And then let's come in with our flower. Where did it go? Oh, there's the leaf I want to use. Where did my flower go? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to go in with my flower I showed you earlier. And maybe put it on one end with the leaf. And I'll get rid of the stem of the leaf. Let me cut that off. Put the hearts up to the leaf like that right there. Okay, I think this is going to be our final look. So let me trim the heart ribbon. We're going to tuck it under the flower, under the leaf. Right there. Okay, and I'll bring you in. I'll show you a close-up right. Okay, you should be seeing a close-up of this now. I like it. We have different colors. It's not all white. Of course, you could go all white if that's what your bride wants. We could make it smaller, but I think I'm going to use this as probably a bookmark, but it's only actually going to end up being probably half of this size. So imagine to about right there. Yeah. And it'll be a great page. Let's see. It's going to end up being about right there. Let me get it all back laying down for you. Okay. So it's going to be about that size right there with the edge tucked under. We got our leaf and our flower. So that's going to be about the size. Whoops. Okay. So that'll be about the size right there without all this. So about like that. That's a good size for a journal page or something. Now, if you could also leave the hearts off and just go with it like that, which is also nice and a little simpler if you have somebody that's not very, fancy. Let me take a picture of that too so you can... So there you have two different options for it for sure. I like both. Or if somebody doesn't want blue, they don't want to do the old new blue, you could definitely substitute a different ribbon color for that and use like a green or another color. Let's see. The green is beautiful. This is beautiful lace. It would need to be trimmed, but just so you get the idea. What you're playing with is the textures, the colors. You don't want it, too bright, especially if their wedding doesn't have a lot of white. The beige is the off-white is a nice color. You could do it all white if you didn't want the contrast. You could put the hearts across the top and then put your flower and your leaf underneath there. And you would just stop your hearts at the flower and the leaf. And that's a nice look. You could put it through the center. So layering is about using different textures and colors so that they speak to whatever you're trying to do. Now, this is a different type of lace that you could definitely use. I have a couple of different ones. So I know pink is a big wedding color. This is a very dainty lace. Here, I will show you this lace. This is a very dainty lace, so it definitely needs something behind it, but something that's not going to overwhelm it. So let me see if I have a nice kind of solid white lace that's not too much. This is actually from a wedding dress, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is actually from a wedding dress, and look how beautiful that is. So don't be afraid to buy an old wedding dress that may be stained or something and cut it up, because it definitely comes out beautiful. You could put your, cut it down to size, then layer it with your ribbon, but that ribbon is still not popping on there. So let's try. That pink is so delicate that it might actually... Okay, there we go. So if you're going to have a really delicate lace, make sure what you're trying to layer with makes it pop. And I put a beige underneath it, and on that white, it finally made it pop. It was being lost on this white. Okay, this one is pretty. This is a white and pink. Again, it's very delicate, and it's getting lost. I would almost say, in this case, I would go with a pretty solid piece of white fabric. Okay, I'll just use the back of this, and it's just solid white, and you can see how much it pops on there, so it would be nice to have a piece of solid white fabric to build on. And that's one color of fabric I don't have. Now, maybe you have a bride that loves lace, but she doesn't want all lace. There's a couple of different things you could do. Where did that beautiful piece? Alright. I'm going to take my beautiful piece of veil again, and I'm going to use some sari on top of that. And you could layer a piece of the sari, and it gives her the bling and the prettiness, but you would want to layer it where you see the beautiful lace as well, okay? So it would be something like layering. And you have to remember, too, these are going to be thinner than we're working with. And then you could come in with another kind of large piece on top, but have some movement to it. And layer it up like that. Only you would be working, thinner. So that looks good as well. So guys, keep in mind, layering lace is just simply like layering your papers. You're going to have a base layer, then you're going to have a pretty layer or a colorful layer, and then you're going to have your wowzer on top, okay? And as you're creating, whether you're creating a little wedding book or just a page decor or anything, the principle applies. Just remember you need different colors, different textures, and it's okay to break up a layering of lace with a little bit of a wow. Like I used the floral ribbon in this just to add a little bit of difference, a little bit of, it just broke up all this lace. And on the front, the button kind of broke it up as well. Just need a little something to break it up, but it needs to be, noticeable. So use, something. So when you're trying to break it up, don't be afraid to use something pretty like this type of ribbon, or just a very, soft, but something different, subtle, Also, don't be afraid to use appliques or cut out patterns on your laces that you're using. Don't be afraid to cut out appliques or patterns off your lace you're using. Like these gorgeous flowers could definitely be trimmed out of this and used on another piece. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment down below. How much lace do you work with on a normal basis? I'd love to know. Don't forget also, hit that subscribe button and that little bell. It would really help me out. Thanks for being here today, guys. I'll see you for the next video, which will be today's Thursday. So you'll have a special Saturday video this week because I was sick yesterday and got behind. And what is Saturday's video? Let's see. Where are my... I have all my video ideas written on cards and planned for the whole month. Like, seriously, the whole month. So, Saturday's video, it's a fun one, guys. Come back for ideas to fill an Easter basket for a paper crafter. So, be sure and check it out. Remember, Easter's 4/17 if you celebrate Easter. If not, this would be just a great ideas to fill a gift basket for a paper crafter. See you then. Oh, and a lot of these looks are at the end again, so you can just get an idea. Thanks for being here.